Are you looking to transform your life? Let me share a secret. It's not about having a dream vision or big goals. They are important, don't get me wrong. They inspire us, motivate us, and it's actually quite important to know where we're heading. But having a goal or having a vision board alone will not get us there. What we need is action. Now, for some people, that action can be overwhelming. For example, if you're looking for an ideal job and somehow you get rejected in one interview or second interview, it's very difficult to get motivated again. Similarly, if you're looking to lose weight, it takes a while before you start noticing any change in your body. And that process can be boring and sometimes can be demotivating. So what is the trick here? Pay attention to your daily habits. What are you thinking most of your time? What are you doing most of the time? It's not about transforming your life. It's about transforming your daily habits and your thought patterns, and again understanding, are they helping you achieve your goal or are they actually becoming a roadblock? Hello, I'm Fariha Salahuddin, and in this skill booster, we are going to talk about mastering your day and mastering your life. And yes, we are talking about mastering your day because it's little momentum in your life that creates a big impact. Life doesn't happen in a big way except for in movies where you have 3 hours and you see the start and the end. Typically, what it requires is action, effort, and a plan. And then, we need to tweak it as we move along. When you learn to master your day, you master your life. It's the little nudge that we all need. And again, if you rely on external forces to give you that nudge, it can be very tiring for others and for yourself. To make it sustainable, it has to come from within. But let's just understand, what is a nudge? A nudge is a small push in the right direction. For example, if you like to journal because somehow you're overwhelmed with emotions, you have a little nudge every day, maybe a reminder on your phone call that you will journal for 5 minutes. And that's a perfectly normal nudge. But we need a little more than a nudge. We need a bit of a structure to understand how do we make sure that our daily actions are heading in the right direction and we continue to master our day. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 simple steps. Number 1, start with intention. And that intention doesn't have to be big. For example, that I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and join the 5 a.m. club. It can be there, it can be easy for certain people, but it can be extremely difficult for others. So the intention can be very simple. As soon as you wake up, sort of broadly, you have a rough idea what you plan to achieve that day. And I have a great book that I can recommend to you, The Miracle Morning by Elrod. So in that book, Hall talks about if you learn to master your morning, your entire day will be very, very productive. So I recommend that you read that book, and there are lots of ideas that how can you structure your mornings in a more productive manner. Some people want to start with meditation, some people want to write journals, some people just plan their day. It could be anything, as long as you know that you're motivated when you wake up and you have a bit of an idea how you intend to spend the entire day. Step number 2, protect your focus. And it's very, very difficult these days because there are so many distractions. Does it happen with you that you start working on an assignment and then you pick up your phone and then you realize that 2 hours have passed and you haven't really completed that report and you're just spending time on the phone? It happens with me. So again, being intentional and protecting your focus is extremely important. And how can we do that? You can set a timer, for example, that I'm going to finish this report and I'm going to spend 2 hours. So that gives you that discipline. Another thing you can do, for example, if you want to go to the gym, but again, your day is all over the place, put a reminder on your phone and say for 1 hour, I'm going to block my calendar and will not set any meeting. So protecting your focus again is extremely important. I'm going to recommend another book here, Deep Work by Newport. And Carl talks about how we should first do the difficult task Because typically what happens when we wake up, we want to do things that are easy. Whereas Carl recommends that first we should do the work that is most difficult. Because once that is out of the way, first we'll feel good because it will give us that sense of achievement, sense of progression. So we will get motivated. And the easier task we can do later. Number 3, reflect and reset. And there's a very good book that I recommend here, The Atomic Habits. And why understanding your own behavior is extremely important, because some people I know, they don't like planning, they don't like to plan their day because they feel very anxious. It could be because they are perfectionists. It could be because some childhood trauma, because people when they were young, they had very high expectations from them. So they feel under pressure, and that's why they don't want to plan. And some people, they're just lazy. So again, understand, and in this book, James talk about how you can reward yourself. For example, if you have set a goal to lose weight and you work out maybe for half an hour, that's okay. Maybe for 15 minutes. You don't have to have big goals. Just make it easier for you as long as you're moving in the right direction. And once you start shifting your behavior, you will get motivated and you end up doing more and more. It's also important for salespeople because, typically you make one sales call and you get rejected, and the second one, and then you don't feel like doing. So just put little rewards. Maybe you want to speak to the customer who really likes you, or the customer you like. Or maybe you reward yourself that, fine, even if I get a rejection, I'm gonna buy something for myself, something very small, or I'm just going to prepare a nice cup of tea for myself. So just make sure you keep these little goals for yourself. So before we end the session, I want you to make a list of things that you want to achieve in your life, or in this year, or maybe this month. And then identify one area that you're just procrastinating, and then mention what is one step, one small step you can do. And that one small step could be just have an intention that I want to focus on this area. Or if you want to learn a new skill, I'm just going to Google about it. So make it very, very simple and easy to action. And whenever you're planning your day or managing your day, again, look at instances where you have control, because of course it's life, it's not ideal. Things do happen, and sometimes, the leakages happen during the day. So be prepared. You don't need to stress out about it as long as you're confident and you know that you're in charge of your life and you are in charge of your day. Thank you for joining Skill Booster by Fariha Salahuddin. So here's a question for you. What small nudge you'll try tomorrow? Drop in the comment section and share this video with your friends and family who may benefit from this content.